So in the last video, we introduced completing the square. And so now we're going to take completing the square and we're going to apply it to solving equations. So this is another method that we can use instead of factoring. Okay, so in order to complete the square, we have to know what our C value is. So this is our A value because A is the number in front of x squared. This is our B value because this is the number in front of B. And so we want to know what we need to add to our equation in order to complete the square. So if you notice, the rest of our equation has a negative 52 and it's equal to a negative 10. So we got to move this negative 52 to the other side. So I'm going to add 52 to both sides. So when I do that, negative 10 plus 52 is 42. Okay, so now I have to kind of draw my box so here's my little box. So x squared goes here. I want to split up this negative 6x, so that's negative 3x and negative 3x. So this is x and x, because x times x is x squared. This one's negative 3, because negative 3 times x is negative 3x. This one's negative 3, because negative 3 times x is negative 3x. So what do I need to add in order to complete my square? Well, negative 3 times a negative 3 is a positive 9. So I'm going to add 9. Okay, so if you notice, I added 9 to the left. So I also have to do the same thing to the right. Okay, and then I'm just going to factor this like I normally would. So that's x minus 3 squared, because this is x minus 3 times x minus 3. And I have two of them, so that's x minus 3 squared. 42 plus 9 is 51. Okay, then all I'm going to do is solve this. So I have x minus 3 squared equals 51. So to get rid of this squared, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. So x minus 3 equals a positive or negative square root 51. So when I take the square root of both sides, my answer can be a positive or a negative square root of 51. Then to get this x by itself, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So x equals a positive 3 plus or minus the square root of 51. Okay, this is a number and this is a square root, so we cannot add those two things together. So that's going to be my final answer, is x equals positive 3, or you could just say 3, plus or minus the square root of 51. Okay, so hopefully that was not too bad. So we're going to do it again one more time. So remember, our first object is we want to get these two terms by itself, because this is our A term, this is our B term. So we got to get rid of the negative 40. So we're going to do that by adding 40 to both sides. So now I have x squared plus 2x is equal to 40 minus 3, which is 37. Okay. So now I want to figure out what I need to add for my C value to complete the square. So I have x squared, so that's x and x. There's two x's, so I'm going to split it up with 1x and 1x, so that's 1 and 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. So what am I adding? I'm adding a positive 1 plus 1. So if I add 1 to the left, I must add 1 to the right to keep it the same. So now I'm going to factor this. So I have x plus 1, so that's x plus 1 squared equals 38. So now I'm going to take the square root of both sides. And when I take the square root of both sides, remember my answer can be positive or negative square root of 38. Subtract 1 from both sides. So x equals minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 38. And that's it. So you can go ahead and start on the practice.